The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi, and welcome to the webinar. We're on here at Ablesys. We'll take a look at the charts. We'll look at some different markets. I always like to look at stocks. Start off with some longer-term position trading stocks. Look at some swing trading stocks and ETFs, and then we'll jump over some day trading. The software works the same for everything, so it really doesn't matter what you like. It only counts what you like to trade. Doesn't matter. It's the algorithms and the time frames all work together. And remember, we always use multiple time frames in each chart. And that's what gives us a big advantage, or at least keeps us out of a lot of trouble that way, where anybody else would get pretty beat up. So let's jump in and take a look. The first chart we're going to take a look at here. I got a daily, weekly chart up here on IWF. Kind of just a follow-up on this one. I showed this a few weeks ago when the signal came in, and just keeps going higher. So as long as you're above the blue dots, you stay in the trade. The arrow is the weekly signal, and it's blue, pointing up. It comes in once a week, so that's every 5 price bars. The price bars are daily, so they come in every day. And of course, the dots are also blue. That's support under the price. See how the price came down? Hit the blue dot, bounced off it and went up. Hit the blue dot, bounced off it and went up. So as long as you're above the blue dots, you're safe. That's your safe zone. And the whole key of the colors. See how you have a blue bar, blue small support dot underneath it, and a blue arrow came in a couple days before, which has been there for months actually. So we're just looking, we were just looking for a buy signal, and this would be in the Wintick report. The Wintick report scans 10,000 stocks every night and looks at all the new buy signals. Now, I didn't say anything on there today where the daily and the weekly agree, because just because it's in the weekly report, the Wintick report, it just means that the daily chart has a buy signal. But we need to have the daily and the weekly. Remember, this is multiple time frames, multiple algorithms. We don't trade unless they all agree, because when they do, that's a really good trade. We've got the odds stacked in our favor, and the most important thing, it's low risk. They'll be losing trades. Count on it. I can guarantee you that. I don't shy away from that. I show the winners, the losers. There's no cherry picking. There's no lying about that. I mean, anybody tells you otherwise, run the other way. It's about real life trading. I'm using this every day myself for 17 years. So I've got my money where my mouth is. Okay, let's look at a swing trading chart. I like the 130-minute daily, and it's more for swing trading. You're in the trade a week, maybe 2. Hey, if it keeps going up, obviously we'll stay in it forever. Really good for option trades. So we got Roku here, really popular, good stock to trade. You had a triple confirmation buy signal right there. Again, first blue bar. So you have red dots, and it went to blue. And now it's got my attention. The big blue dot in the middle just means it's a 130-minute buy signal. But you got to have the X. And it can be the X. It could be an arrow. One chart I use an X. One chart I use an arrow. Some charts have big dots. It's the exact same thing. Everybody likes to do something different, so I'm just trying to keep everybody happy. And that just turned out to be a break even. However, in between the black lines is a day. You get 3 signals per day. So 3 bars per day. So this would be yesterday, day before that. So about 2 weeks ago, we had a buy signal, clear-cut buy signal right there. Right about 370, we had the buy signal. And we've got the dot underneath. We've got the daily buy signal, which came in even weeks before that. And there's your triple confirmation. Let's try this again. There we go. There's your triple confirmation, triple agreement. That really, really, really lowers our risk. That's what we love about this. Multiple time frames, multiple algorithms, all in agreement. Otherwise, no trade. It's either all or nothing. There's no in between. There's no guesswork. It's all or nothing. Blue bar, blue support dot under it. Notice we had red, and then we flipped to blue. Now you got my attention, because we were already on a blue buy signal, a daily buy signal for weeks before that. We're just looking for the buy. Obviously, when you have the blue X's below, you're only looking for buy signals. It greatly puts the odds in our favor and lowers the risk. So right over here, about 2 weeks ago, we had the buy signal on Roku at a little under 370. And we're at 440 today. That's a 70-point winner. And still in the trade. Still in the trade. We have nice support below. Blue bar, blue dot, blue X. We've had this for weeks. We'll stay in it forever if it keeps going up like this. And even if it pulls back to 428, so what? It's a pullback. It's not a reversal. If you don't have able trend, you get nervous. Oh, I better get out. It's going down. I'm losing my profit. Oh yeah, I would do the same thing if I didn't have able trend. I would know. I would know if it was a reversal, meaning it's going to go lower, or if it's just a healthy pullback. I mean, that's the way the markets work. There's no straight up or down. I mean, that's amateurs might think that, but a seasoned trader knows. No, that's not how it works. So stay in the trade. You're safe. You're above the blue dots. Everything looks great. Okay, now we go to mini Nasdaq, which is our favorite day trading futures market. Most popular market to trade intraday. Fantastic for day trading, the able trend signals on the mini Nasdaq. Really, really profitable. Consistently, not a lucky week or a lucky year, for years. It's hard to do. You say, why not? If it's working so great, why can't everybody make money? Because everybody can't do it. Their emotions get in the way. Day trading's not for everybody. It's wacky. It's up and down. It'll drive you nuts. But if you have able trend, you'll do well, really well. But you have to be like a robot. Check your brain and your emotions at the door and just do exactly what it says. There's no gray area, so it's easy to follow it. It's easy to do what it says, but you and I, we have to make the trades. Software can't do that for us. All it can do is lower our risk, greatly put the odds in our favor. There's going to be losing trades, so you've got to, it's not for everybody. But if you're a day trader and know the game and want to be in the game and have the guts to do what it says, wow, you got a chance to do well. But I repeat, for about the third or fourth time, there's going to be losing trades. An occasional losing day also. And right now the markets are very, very flat, very sideways. The VIX is at 15, which means there's not a lot of volatility in the market. So generally speaking, we're just looking for smaller. All we can expect is smaller profit days, not very trending. It's going to be a little choppy and sideways, more narrow trading range. How do I know all this? Well, summertime. I'm doing it for 17 years. It's summertime. It's kind of like that in the summer. Well, last year was the pandemic, so it was different. Actually, it was great. We had a fantastic summer. But the VIX is at 15. That just tells you right there. My point is expectations need to be a little lower. Not going to get those big giant trends we've had, the past 6 months, which have been great. It's going to be a little bit lower expectations. That's fine. We're just doing what it says. We can't do any more than that. Nobody can. Nobody can control the prices. Just have to do what the software says. And if that's what the market gives us, we'll take it. We have no choice because nobody can do any better than what the market gives anybody. Obviously, nobody can move that. So first trade of the day, we've got triple confirmation. Always like to wait the first, 5 or 10 minutes because the beginning, as you can see, it's obvious. Look how long the price bars are. Plus, look how far the prices are from the red dots. Obviously, not going to even think about making a trade with a 40 point when you're 40 points from resistance, because the further the prices go under the red dots, like right here, you're about 40 points away. Well, the greater chance it's going to snap back. It's like stretching a rubber band. Look what happened a couple of minutes later. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happened. The further the prices are above the blue dot, like right there, look at the distance. Look over here. Wow, look at the distance. Look what happens a couple of minutes later. It pulls back. But that's a valid trade. Now, instead of putting the stop loss below the blue dot, which is by far the more preferred place to put it, because the blue dots block the prices from going lower at support. It's what we want. We don't want to get stopped out. We want to stay in the trade. So we want protection. We'd love to have a roadblock or a wall between our stop, which normally would be under the dot, and the price. Just in case it comes down, we got a roadblock there to block it from going any further lower. But there's no way we're going to use a 22-point stop. There's no way I'm going to tell anybody or suggest to anybody to risk $440 on a one lot trade. Not happening. With Abletrend, we're all about low risk. So we'll put the stop loss 2 points below the bottom of this triple confirmation price bar, which is right there. 1 minute buy signal, the dot. 2 minute buy signal, the little arrow. 3 minute buy signal, it's blue, the big arrow. Triple confirmation. And notice we went red, 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 blue. That's where we want to get in the trade. As long as the bar is blue, not green, blue. So we're going to buy it there. Stop goes a little under the blue dot, under the blue price bar. 6 or 7 minutes later, we're stopped out. We lost 7 or 8 points. Let's call it 10. I like to exaggerate the losses, not the gains, like the rest of the world does, and tries to oversell and fool people and always make it look better than it is. I actually go out of my way to make it worse than it is. That's the right way. That's how that's exactly how I would want to be treated. Don't just tell me like it is. So first trade, we lost. No trade, obviously one big gigantic no trade zone. We stayed out of this mess. When anybody else who obviously doesn't have Abletrend would not know where these support and resistance points are, you're going to get chopped up to death. We just stay on the sidelines. We don't play when it's high risk. Too many people trading too much money with Abletrend. We're just not going to do it. And again, they'll be losing trades. They'll even be losing days. Obviously not that many, but there will be. Count on it. I'll give you the guarantee. Here's the next trade. Obvious, clear-cut, triple confirmation trade. Love this trade, whether it works out or not. Why? You're above resistance. Notice here on the entry bar, you're above resistance. Love it. Triple confirmation, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. They're all screaming it's going to go higher. Another reason, here's a fifth reason. Short blue bar. It's only a 5 or 6 point bar. The shorter the bar, the lower the risk. Up and away we go. Don't even think about the 2 green bar stop loss until we have that, unless we have at least 10 points profit. So we stay in it, we stay in it. Okay, now we're right at 10, 12 points profit. Now we got 2 greens. So if you're watching this live, you can just put a stop loss, just a couple points right there. Let's see what happens. Up, stopped out. Okay, we lost. I said 10 on the first trade. It was 8. Well, I said we're going to make it 10 on the first trade. Slippage, there's commissions. Got to be fair about it. We're very serious about our trading. We just hope you are too. It's the only way you can be successful. You can't do it part-time. It's either all in or trade longer term. The charts I showed you before, the swing trading charts, or the longer term. Okay, so lost 10, won 10, to keep it simple. One big, gigantic, no trade zone. Why? We never had triple confirmation. If we don't have triple, not interested. We're not interested in gambling. We go to casino for that. Well, and this is gambling enough. This is day trading. Triple confirmation buy signal right there. Stay in it. Blue dots. Stay in it. I got blue dots below. Got nothing but blue dots. Triple confirmation. No reason to get out. The software's not telling me what to do. And remember, I'm just a robot. I'm not thinking. I'm just being a robot. I'm not doing what I feel like. Well, doing what other indicators or news or any kind of other noise tells me. Just doing what the software tells me. If you missed the beginning, you had another chance. It's a couple points higher, so it was, a little more risk because you're getting it at a higher price. That's a perfect textbook sweet spot. Prices come back down to the blue dots, stop at the blue dot, the next blue bar right there. That's what we call a textbook perfect sweet spot. And we like the first one. The first one is always the lowest risk. Not the second or the third if there are more in this trend. The first one would be your lowest risk sweet spot. Okay, here we go. Now we're having fun. Okay, we're at least 10 points in profit because we got in over here at 15. We're over here at 30. That's $300 Abletrend gave us. Stop is just going to go 2 points below the lower of the 2 green bars. Still in it. Now, as the dots go higher, lag to the previous lower level on your stops. But right now, the stop would be here. This dot's slightly lower than these dots. Your stop right here right now is at 36. Remember, we got in at 14 and change, so we'll call it 15. We're in at 15. We got to stop at 36. Sweet. There's two greens. Stop's going to go just 2 points under. We stopped out here at 39. We got into 14. That's 25 points the Able trend gave us. You, me, and anybody who just follows the rules and does what it says. Like a robot. I'm telling you, you got to be like a robot. It's the only way you can win. You think, I use my emotions and think about, no chance. I wouldn't win a trade. I'd just flip a coin, I'd probably do better. And that's the way it is. That's why the whole world isn't in front of a computer day trading. It's the emotional part. You know, that's a nice little trade. That's a $500 bill Able Trend gave out to all of us. I'm really obvious, like no guesswork, no thinking. Well, what's a little tricky? Well, no. It couldn't be any clearer than this triple confirmation trade right here. I mean, that's as clear cut and obvious to an Able Trend, to a disciplined Able Trend trader as you could possibly get. I mean, that's as obvious as it gets. And it never even came close to telling us to get out until here, where we had the two greens, which never hit. Stops, went higher. Stop goes two greens, a little under the two greens. $500 later, we're a winner. Another obvious triple confirmation trade. Regardless of the outcome, the software is screaming at us. Now, there's only one little thing. It's during the dead zone. And that's optional, whether you or I or anybody wants to trade. Strictly optional. You say, well, should I or not? Again, it's optional means whatever you want. The 1 hour of the day where it gets, where many days, not every day, sometimes it could be a great trade. It gets a little funky. It gets a little sideways, really slow. It's lunchtime on Wall Street between 12:30 and 1:30 Eastern time. But let's say we take it. Okay, how'd we do? Broke even, out on the red bar. No trade, obvious no trade zone. Couldn't be any clearer. It's just a sea of red and blue and green. When you see multiple colors, keep your hands and sit on your hands. Don't touch the mouse. Don't touch your keyboard. Okay, triple confirmation right there. Stop's just going to go at a couple points just below the blue dots. We want that protection. You're only 6 or 7 points away from the dots, so obviously we're going to use the dots. We're going to put the stop under that, and again, hits the dot, bounces off it, goes up. It's amazing how accurate these dots are. I mean, that's as obvious as we put those dots 4 minutes before they even happened. And it went to the penny to the dot and went up. Scary how accurate these support dots are. Same thing it did it here again too. Here's two greens, but you know what? We're only up 6 or 7 points. Can't take it. So you know what? We were winning a little bit here, came back down, we broke even. Didn't win on that one, to be fair. Triple confirmation sell. It's as obvious as it gets. Big arrow, 3 minute sell, 2 minute sell, 1 minute sell, short red bar. And here's the key, under support. It closes below these blue support points here. Wow, got 5 things in my favor and nothing against it. I'll take it. Gotta take it. Stop goes at the previous high. Did you say when I stopped out here? No. Second higher row of red dots. So we're short at 46. At this point here, we got to stop at 44. So we're not losing on the trade. Actually, we were winning a whole bunch, but it did pull back really quickly. You say, well, what about the two greens? We weren't 10 points in profit. We only win in 4 points there. We don't use the two greens. Out. Stop out. Won 2 points on that one. So that's a break even. I'm really going in detail on this chart. Triple confirmation buy right there. And again, closes just above resistance. Love it. Broke above resistance. Triple confirmation. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. Okay, we're at this point, we're winning about 600. Just on a one lot trader. I mean, we got clients who tell me they're trading 10 and 20. I don't ask, none of my business. Never ask any personal questions. Triple confirmation buy. Just a one lot trader. We're up a good 500 plus. Another break even here. And then right toward the end of the day, and this is certainly, certainly would understand if somebody did not take this trade. This was like 5 to 4 Eastern. So, it was kind of near the end of the day. I mean, I always like the half hour. To me, the first and last 2 hours are the best times to trade. And as anybody did, well, you hit a home run because it just took off like a rocket right into the close. It was crazy how that happened. But it jumped up like 15 points, another 300. But totally understand if you didn't, so I won't even count that. So it was a $500 a day. It was a good day. 500 plus for every one lot that you trade. And last week was a really good week. Yesterday's kind of a flat day. It's a little bit of an up day. Last week really good, but this week the VIX dropped to 15, so can't expect much. So this was a great day. I mean, if you took the last trade, you made 800, but if you didn't, it's a $500 day. It's not bad. I mean, that's not a bad day's pay for one lot when the VIX is only at 15. I mean, really going into the day, I didn't expect a thing. Flat, sideways, summertime, everybody's out. Nobody's, not many people are trading, people on vacation, coming out of a year and a half out of pandemic. Most things are now open in most states. So, people are finally out and about doing things. Weather's, hot, sunny, beautiful. So it was a really good day, at least unexpected. I didn't expect it, but just do what the software says, Hey, dummy, just do what it says. And I'm speaking to myself. So good stuff right here. Hope this was helpful. That's how you trade it. I went through it trade by trade. Gotta love it. Quick question from, you're welcome, Jim. Thank you, sir. Ron, if the first red dot, the first entry was at the third, after the first red dot. Okay, what are you speaking about, Dan? Be a little more specific. I think you mean this here. I'm going to guess. After the first, okay, Dan, after the first red dot, the first entry was at that third dot, right? Well, after the first red dot, right here, here's the 3 minute. We had the 1 minute came in 5 or 6 minutes earlier. Obviously, you can see right here. There's the 1 minute sell signal, but of course we're not going to, we don't have triple agreement. Okay, here comes the 2 minute, the smaller arrow, and there's the 3 minute. So soon as this price bar finishes or closes, any one of these, red bars here, and if you got in a little late and got in on one of these, that's fine. And only, you only missed out on a point or so there. So basically, any one of these, here's where the trade comes in at the close of that first red bar. You gotta wait for the bar to close. Once the 1 minute bar closes, it's final. That's it. Locks in, never changes. Now the 3 minute can change in the 2 minute because they have 3 minutes to decide, or 2 minutes. If you're looking at a 30-minute chart, it's got 30 minutes, to decide. But we just go by the 1 minute. You got the 1 minute, and you had the 2 or the 3 at that time, and you close under support. Again, I know I keep stressing that. That's how important it is. Any one of these red bars is an obvious sell signal. Went lower. So hope that was helpful. I'm here every day. You're welcome, Dan. Feel free to call or email anytime. Anything I can do for you. 30-day trial. Hey, jump all over it. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, you be the judge of that. The software sells itself. I'm just here to show you how to use it. That's my job. You take it from there. But I think you're going to really like what you see compared to what you might have normally been using if you've never had Able Trend. We've got a big sale going on for a trial right now. It's a half price trial. If you've never had it before, everybody gets one trial. I don't care if you switch emails or whatever. One trial. That's going to be it. So take advantage of it. Compared to what you're normally using, I think you'll like what you see. Anything I can do for you, let me know. I'd be glad to help you. Stay safe. Have a good one, everyone.